Hey Mike, this is Jessica from Peterson SEO. This morning I spoke with Jill and she thought you may be interested in this free custom video. So today we're going to go over a few tips that you guys can start applying right away, and it's really going to help with your online presence and getting more organic leads. Now, it's important to note that nearly 70% of your organics are going to come from your website here. So it is really important that your website be fully optimized. So as you can see, you're on your website. You have a decent looking website. Looks like your logo is covering this. You can't really read that very well. But other than that, it looks like you have separate pages for each of your services that you're offering, which is perfect. That's exactly what you want. It looks like you have service area page, but you don't have pages for these. So any area that you service that has any type of search volume for your services should have their own pages. Each of these pages should have their own unique content and their own unique keywords. And they should be like mini home pages with little summaries of all your services in each of these areas. Um, Google does not rank a website based on appearance. It is based on content. Content is key. So I am seeing a little bit of content here. It looks like an attempt at local buyer intent keywords. Okay, that's good. So you got interlinking, that's good. Another attempt. Even though this sounds better, South Bend's leading mold removal service, I'm pretty sure your keyword is probably South Bend mold removal or removal South Bend. So you do need exact matches with keywords and repetition. Um, so you do have some content, but doesn't look like quite enough. Google wants a minimum of 1,000 to 1,500 words of content on your homepage, focused around your local buyer intent keywords. That's going to be the keywords people are actively searching for the services you offer, and in each of the communities you offer them in. So they may not know the name of your business, but they know the services that they need, and that's what they're going to be Googling. And so all of your content throughout your entire website needs to be focused around the local buyer intent keywords for each of those services in each area. All pages with their own unique content and keywords. And you need 150 words for every keyword you're going to target. Whatever your competitors have, you're going to need more of. Google has little robots called crawlers that index all of these pages, pulling that original content and keywords so they can index you for them, rank you, and then put you in front of your customers when people are searching for your services. Now, one of your top competitors, at least for fire restoration, is Monroe Restoration. They have a decent looking website. They have a larger service area. They have separate pages for their services. But these guys are also missing the point when it comes to service area. They only have a couple pages out of all their service area. And so they're really going to need more pages as well. But they do have some good content. This is what I mean before. So out of all their areas, they only have a handful of actual pages. And they need to have original content on all those pages. So they're missing the boat on some of that. So these guys should actually be super easy to beat. as long as your content is better, you're going after the right local buyer intent keywords, and you have um, the additional service area pages so you can be found in all those areas, and then have that supported by SEO, because a website by itself just will not be found. So it does look like you have a little bit of SEO working for you. You have a score of 14 out of 100 in Google's Trust Flow, which isn't too bad. That score is based 100% on your referring domains and backlinks. Google only gives you credit for one backlink per referring domain. So what that means is the rest of these Google kind of looks at as spam. Not all referring domains and backlinks are created equal, so you need to make sure that you're getting highly authoritative ones that are do follows so they share their power. A referring domain is just any website that links to your website, whereas the backlink is the actual link coming from the referring domain, and the entire purpose is to drive traffic to your website. Now it looks like only 53% of your referring domains are do follows, so only 52. That means only 52 of those backlinks are providing you any real power. You have been indexed for 169 keywords, but you're only seeing an average of 85 people to your website per month. So you're missing out on a ton of potential traffic throughout all of your service areas. If we look at your keywords, looks like there's a potential for a ton of volume, but it also looks like a lot of your keywords are national keywords rather than local based. So what that means is that you're going to get a lot of false metrics if those rank to the first page, because if you're not servicing all of the country, when people land on your page, they're going to leave once they realize you can't help them. So you definitely want to focus on your local buyer intent keywords. All right. And if we look at your competitor, they have a rating of a 12, so a little bit lower with more than or less than half of the backlinks. So that shows you the power of your backlinks, and backlinks are not all created equal. They have 292, only 55 referring domains. Out of that, only 24 are do follows. So you only have to beat 24 of their referring domains. They have been indexed for 205 keywords, and they're only getting 37 people on average to their website. So in a lot of areas, you're already beating these guys. The only difference is they're ranking higher for those local buyer intent keywords in your service areas. And so in order to get those yours to rank higher, you've got to apply those backlinks to those keywords. And the last part of this is the Google Maps section, or Google My Business. Goal should be to be in the top 3 of this section in all your service areas and for all of your relative keywords, because 30% of people go straight to the maps and nowhere else. So if you're not here where you are right now, in those areas, then you're going to need a bunch of citations, which is the name of your business, address, phone number, and website, and listing those in a bunch of places, like Facebook, Yellow Pages, Dex, Yelp, etc. So you're going to need a lot more of those than your top competitors. And when you follow all of these tips that I provided you today, your website can be #1 across Google for all of your services and each of your service areas using those local buyer intent keywords. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you got some good information and you can start applying those tips and capturing that traffic. I'd really love to hear from you and get some feedback on what you thought of the video. And if you have any questions, feel free to give me a call at the number on the screen and we can chat. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to hearing from you soon.